Welcome everyone, welcome everyone, welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Please be sure to like the video, comment, share, and subscribe. I know we just had our 500 subscriber giveaway, and it was a random comment left on the YouTube page. So the more you comment, the better your chances are of winning whenever we get to 1,000 subscribers, because when we get there, we'll be having another giveaway, and it will be a random comment left on the YouTube comment page. So no matter what we talk about, please be sure to always leave comments, because we can take comments anytime, night or day. And like I said, the more you comment, the better chances you have of winning whenever we get to the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If you have not watched yesterday's video yet, please go back and watch it. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I'm sure you know somebody who is. But it was top 10 all-time worst finishing moves. But Grace and I did it together. We had no kids yesterday. It was just me and her. So we decided to be goofy and silly for a while. So please go back and watch yesterday's video if you have not watched it yet. But if you did watch yesterday's video, then you know today's video is going to be a quick recap of the NASCAR Cup Series race from Sonoma this past weekend. And the reason why it's going to be quick is because, of course, it was a road course, so it was a short race to begin with, and it was dominated again by Kyle Larson. So there isn't a whole lot to talk about. But don't forget, this upcoming Sunday is also going to be the All-Star race at Texas. And like I said last week when I was talking about NASCAR, there will not be a NASCAR review next week, but that's because I don't watch the All-Star race. But it's not just a NASCAR thing. I don't watch the Major League Baseball All-Star game. I don't watch the NFL Pro Bowl. I don't watch the NBA All-Star game. I just don't care nothing about All-Star games in any sport. To me, they're just a glorified practice or a glorified scrimmage, so I don't watch them. So there will not be a NASCAR review next week. But now, coming up before long, we're going to have a long NASCAR review, because coming up the weekend of June 25th, which is 2 weekends away from this upcoming weekend, there's going to be 2 NASCAR Cup Series races. They're going to race at Pocono twice on the same weekend. Instead of going there in June and then going back in July, they're going to race Saturday and they're going to race Sunday and see how that works. So there will be 2 Cup Series races that weekend. So that following week after that, there will be a long NASCAR Cup Series review, because there will be 2 races. But this past Sunday, like I said, Kyle Larson won. He pretty much dominated again. First driver of 2021 to win back-to-back races. Chase Elliott was second, Martin Truex Jr. third, Joey Logano fourth, and Kyle Busch rounded out the top 5. 6 through 10 was Kurt Busch, Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, and Ryan Blaney rounded out the top 10. Right now, the point standings, Kyle Larson, of course, is now tied with Martin Truex Jr. for most wins, but Larson has more overall points and more overall stage wins, so Kyle Larson is your points leader. Martin Truex Jr. is second, Alex Bowman is third, Chase Elliott fourth, William Byron is fifth, and 6 through 10 right now is Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, and Christopher Bell. And you can pretty much go ahead and pencil in those 10 drivers. Pretty much all 10 of them, at the worst, 9 of them will be in the chase coming up here in September. Of course, Denny Hamlin's name was not on that list, because Denny Hamlin still has not yet won a race this year. I'm sure he'll somehow, some way, find a way to win one by the time the playoffs start. But it is surprising to see that they're over halfway through the regular season. Here it is, middle of June, and Denny Hamlin still has not yet won a race. He's still the overall points leader if it was still like it was back in the old days where they go by points and not go by stage wins and overall wins. But usually by June, Denny Hamlin has already won one race. There's also another rumor going around, not been confirmed yet, but I know I mentioned a few weeks back that it looks like Brad Keselowski is going to Roush Fenway Racing, and it's going to become Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. They just have not confirmed that yet. But it also looks like that 2311 Racing, which of course is owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, is going to start a second car next year, and it will be driven by Kurt Busch. So I guess even though Kurt's almost 43 years old, he's not quite ready to hang it up. But I'm actually surprised that 2311 Racing is going to start a second team, because so far this year Darrell Wallace just hasn't really done a whole lot in the 2311 car. So you would think they would focus on getting their one car better before they worried about getting a second team, unless they think maybe Kurt Busch's experience, he'll be able to help Darrell Wallace. But Darrell Wallace so far this year doesn't have any top 10s. He's ran in the top 10 during the race, but he has not yet finished in the top 10. So I'm surprised that they're starting a second team, but good for Kurt Busch, because I guess he's just showing that he's not ready to hang it up, and 2311 Racing is willing to give him a chance. But it is not confirmed yet, but that is the rumor as of right now. There's also a rumor going around that Jeff Gordon might be leaving the Fox booth to get a big-time role with Hendrick Motorsports. So we'll have to stick around and see if that happens as well. Those are just a couple of rumors going around right now in the NASCAR world. Maybe they're true, maybe they're not, but normally when this kind of stuff comes out as a rumor, there's usually some kind of credence to it. So I'm sure at least one, if not both of those things, will end up happening. If the Jeff Gordon thing does happen, we should find out pretty quickly, because this upcoming Sunday's All-Star race is the last race of the season that Fox will carry. So Jeff Gordon's season up in the booth will be over as of Sunday. So if he is going to leave the booth to go to Hendrick, he can come out next week and tell everybody, because it's not a big deal, because after Sunday, Fox is done for the season, because starting the following Sunday when they get to Nashville, it'll be, of course, NBC and the NBC Sports Network. But like I said, no review next week, because I don't watch the All-Star race. I may come on here and say congratulations going out to, whoever won the All-Star race, but I'm not going to review it because there's no points involved. The win doesn't count. But then the following weekend, they're going to be at Nashville for the first time ever. The Cup Series will be at Nashville. So if you've been looking forward to Nashville, which I know I have, stay tuned for the Nashville review coming up here in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about SWA wrestling, since SWA's next show is this Saturday, and we've got a big time name that everybody's going to know when I say who it is. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Before we get out of here for the day, let me give you my dad joke of the day. My son asked me, "Daddy, do trees poop?" I said, "Of course, son. That's how we get number 2 pencils." And that wraps it up for another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them.